So the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 6 is finally here. I'm not going to say it's the series finale because I saw that Marvel is open to possibly having a season 2 of it, so I'm just going to say this is the season finale and we'll go from there. Holy crap, 6 episodes flew by, didn't they? That's unbelievable. I mean, these weeks are getting faster and faster, and I'm also in my final semester, so this series has really gotten me through it. Alright, so in this final episode, I want to talk about Falcon, or I actually should say Captain America, because in the beginning of this episode, it is revealed that he is now the new Captain America. First of all, the outfit looks incredible. I love his costume, so accurate to the comics. It looks so nice. I just was so happy for Sam. He has grown so much in this series. What's so great about these Marvel shows is that it takes characters who didn't really have enough spotlight during the original MCU movies and really makes them so amazing. That's what's so cool. Because when you look at something like WandaVision, Vision and Wanda, yeah, they were popular, but at the end of it, now everybody loves them. Same thing. People already love Winter Soldier, so having him there, you know, you can only do so much with them. People already love Bucky so much. But with Sam didn't really get a lot of exposure. And in these 6 episodes, he is now one of the coolest, most complex characters in the entire MCU. And I am just so happy with what the MCU has done for Sam Wilson's character. The best part of this episode for Sam is at the end, when he gives a very passionate speech to the government. And what was so interesting about that speech is that it made sense to the story, but it also was very meta. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the political world, and I think that this is in a way Sam speaking to us as the viewers. And I think that's really interesting that Marvel did that. I loved it a lot. And at the end, he did right by Bradley by getting his own hallway. In the whole Captain America museum, he put Bradley's statue there. That way, you know, his sacrifice doesn't go unnoticed. I thought that was just a real tearjerker. Really great job here by Marvel, putting a perfect bow on Bradley's story and making a new path for Sam as the new Captain America. And now let's talk about the big twist. Sharon Carter is the power broker. What? I couldn't believe it. That was so cool. It's interesting to me how Peggy was the good one and now Sharon's the bad one. And now Sharon Carter is the most powerful person in the entire world because in the post-credit scene, yes, there is a post-credit scene, she gets a full pardon, so no crimes against her, and she gets her job back with the government. So now she has government intel and she's the power broker. So she is easily the most powerful person in the world right now. Well, I mean, I have to see how much power Madam Hydra has, but Sharon, I am so interested to see what they do with her character. First of all, I want to know how she became the power broker. That's what's interesting to me. And I don't know whether they're going to do a season 2, but I would really like Sharon to be kind of the main villain, kind of be that anti-hero type. Or maybe in the next Marvel movie, you kind of see another Winter Soldier-esque type movie where you have to find out who's the power broker. So, man, this is just making me want more Falcon and Winter Soldier, so yeah, I'm really open for a season 2. Walker's U.S. agent was also revealed in this episode, and the fact that I'm talking about this as if it's the 3rd or 4th biggest thing to happen really shows how much content this episode had. First of all, he looked great. I thought he was full psycho in the first half of this episode. He was trying to beat up everybody. But near the end, he kind of accepted that anti-hero type role because a bunch of people in a car were about to die, but he saved them to kind of show that, hey, he's not fully gone yet. He's still a good soldier at the end of the day. I don't know. We'll see what happens with the anti-hero type thing. He's still working for Madam Hydra at the end of the episode. He just fully became the U.S. agent. So I'll see how long it is before he becomes a villain again, but it was nice to see Walker. I mean, first of all, Walker was incredible in this entire series. Really great job here by this actor. He made me hate him, he made me like him, he made me feel sympathetic for him. He made me feel all these feelings for him. That's how you know Marvel wrote a fantastic character in U.S. Agent. A really great job here. I thought the end of Carly's story was really nice. It really reminded me of a Greek tragedy. I mean, she is so far gone that she herself doesn't even know what she's doing anymore. I mean, it was to the point where she was just saying some random stuff and even her close allies were looking at her like, oh, is she crazy? But we gotta go with her. You know, the weird thing was, at the end when she dies, because Sharon shoots her, I immediately thought of Batman Arkham City because Sam carries her out to the cops like this. And I was like, holy crap, this is just like Arkham City when Batman carried Joker after Joker died. Now, obviously a very weird parallel because Carly and Joker have really no similarities whatsoever. I thought Bucky's conclusion was really emotional as well. I swear I had tears by the end. It was just so emotional because he finally revealed to the old man, you remember the old man that he was talking to in the first 2 episodes, he revealed that, hey, I was the Winter Soldier and I murdered your son back then. And that was really, I mean, that sucked because it looked like one of the few friends Bucky had. And even though he can't be friends with him anymore, he finally crossed off all the names in his book. And at the end, at the cookout, when Bucky is with all of Sam's family, it was so nice to see him happy. I've never seen Bucky that happy before. It looks like he's finally found his inner peace. And I'm just really happy for Bucky. I mean, there's such an attachment to that character because he was Steve's best friend, and now him and the new Cap are going to be something different. And I'm really happy Bucky got his piece, and he's so happy again. This is easily the most action in the entire series. I mean, we really got everything. We got hand-to-hand combat, we got super soldiers fighting, we had air fights. I mean, it was all over the place, and I loved every single second of it. There was a bunch of shaky cam. You know, Marvel is kind of infamous for that, where they do a lot of shaky cam in some of their fights, but it wasn't a lot. I thought it was still really good. And now, the cool thing about Falcon is that now that he's kind of a main character, we're going to see more air fights, you know, where he's fighting in the air. I'm looking so forward to that. It looks so good. Marvel does it really well, and now that he has the shield and he's Captain America, I can't imagine the possibilities that they're going to do. By the way, Zemo is in this episode for like 10 seconds, but he gets the last laugh. So at the end, when all the super soldiers are rounded up and arrested, as they're put into the police car, they explode. Like, the entire car explodes, and they all die. And the news reporter's talking about how, hey, they all died, and it cuts to Zemo in prison, and he has a big smile on his face. And of course it was revealed by Madam Hydra that, hey, looks like Zemo got the last laugh. So that's crazy how Zemo is in this episode for 10 seconds yet has the biggest impact. Man, I really love Zemo's character in these 6 episodes. It has done wonders for him since Civil War. I thought he was awesome in Civil War, but man, in these 6 episodes, he's become one of my favorite MCU villains. Now, in terms of negatives, I don't have any. I'm being honest. I'm just so happy with what Marvel has done during the pandemic. First WandaVision, then you had Falcon and Winter Soldier. Pretty soon we're going to get Loki. I mean, they just know how to put out good content. I think they finally struck gold with these series because they know how to expand these characters now. When you have the Infinity Saga movies that last like 30 movies, there are going to be some characters that are left out, unfortunately. You know, Hulk didn't really get a lot of spotlight near the end. Falcon didn't really get a lot of spotlight. Bucky didn't get a lot of spotlight after Civil War. He was just kind of tagging along. So these series are now a new way for Marvel to say, okay, this is how we flesh out the characters so that when we do movies, they're not really left behind. They're now more in the spotlight. And I really like that, and I'm so curious to see what they do with this Loki series. Overall, guys, this episode was amazing. I didn't see any flaws. A perfect bow on this beautiful series. I'm giving this episode an A+. And for the overall series, I'm giving it an A. Awesome job. I'm just so happy with what this series has done. It started off a little slow in the first episode, but naturally you want to set up everything, and it just kept picking up and picking up and picking up and picking up. Then that final episode, everything came to blows, and it was just awesome. Great job, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Hopefully we get a season 2. We'll see. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time.